So we are continuing our reaction videos this time. We're talking, reacting to Joe Rogan interacting with Richard Dawkins.
One of the things that I really enjoyed about your book was when you explained to people that everyone who practices a religion is an atheist. You're just an atheist in regards to Zeus or Apollo.
Or the 999 other gods.
Yes,
right,
and that's a home run with this argument.
Yes.
Because
some of us just go one god further.
Yes, but that really is a home run, because this concept of, me and my friends jokingly would always say praise Odin when anything would happen that was pretty good or cool.
Yes.
We say praise Odin, and I started doing it online, and people really got into saying praise Odin about certain things.
I rather like that, yes.
Some people got mad at me.
So I want you to notice carefully the structure of their argument. They're saying that there is no philosophical or theological or metaphysical difference between the man who believes in 5 gods and the man who believes in 4 gods, and the man who believes in 1 god and the man who believes in no gods. They're saying there's the distance between 5 and 4 is the same as the distance between 1 and 0. But that doesn't follow at all. Are they saying, let's say we had a polytheist who believed in 5 gods, and you have another polytheist who believes in 4 gods. We can turn this argument around to them. You're saying that the only difference between me and Richard Dawkins is I just believe in 1 more God than he does. That's all. Why are you getting all churned up about 4 gods? It's just one God less. And then you get down to 1, and it's just atheism is just 1 God less, as though that changes nothing. Well, if it doesn't change anything, then it doesn't change anything to go from no gods up to 1 God, right? It's just a numeral. It's just 1 number, but it changes everything. It changes everything so much that Richard Dawkins wrote a book about it, the God delusion. Why does he care how many gods we believe in if it's just 5 to 4 or 1 to 0?
They actually got mad that you're mocking Christianity by saying praise
Odin. Of course
Odin.
you are. Why not?
I wasn't even really. I was just having fun.
Yes.
I was having fun because Odin seemed like a cool god. It's an old school god. It's the god of the Vikings.
Douglas Adams wrote a lovely book called The Long Dark Tea Time of the Soul, in which the Norse gods are part of it. And Odin in that book has got old and senile. And he just lies in bed all the time and asking for clean sheets every day. And Thor is out there doing mischief with his great hammer and things. At one point, Odin gets Thor super glued to the floor and thinks it's a wonderful story.
The vast number.
And we Christian apologists must lay down our arms. I have no response.
The vast number of different religions. The incredible number. How many actual religions are there?
Thousands.
Thousands.
Yes, I forget how many thousand.
How many scientific theories are there? Thousands. Who's to say? How many bottles of pills are there? How many bottles of cures are there in the world? Since there are so many, there clearly can't be any that do you any good. It follows.
And many of them share similar belief systems. And it's really interesting when you see how they're the Noah's Ark story is very similar to the Epic of Gilgamesh. And there's so many that you see they probably told this to someone else, and these people moved and
of course, yes,
traveled on. And
yeah. And the Chinese have a Noah, the Greeks had a Noah, the Babylonians had a Noah, the Hebrew believers had a Noah, the North American Indians had a Noah. Gee, I wonder if there might have been a flood.
It's just amazing that concept is alien to people. When I was a boy, I was raised Catholic, And I had an aunt who was Jewish, and my uncle married my aunt, and he had to convert to Judaism. And it was like a big deal in the family. Everybody would talk about it. And there was no anger. Everybody loved my aunt. She's a great lady. But it was just strange that he was converting to this other religion. I remember I was 5 years old when this was going on, and I was like, wait. What do you mean another religion?
Yes, quite.
I was like, what's going on?
Yes.
And they were like, oh, she's Jewish. I go, what? What does that mean? What do you mean she's Jewish?
Yes.
And they had to explain it to me.
Yes.
And I go, okay,
Because he was 5.
but she believes in God. Like, yeah, that they believe in God. Okay, so why is it a different thing? Well, they believe Jesus was a different kind of a thing. It was they don't necessarily believe he was the guy that we think he was.
But if it had been Hindu, they'd have had to explain to you they believe in hundreds of gods.
Vishnu and
Yes.
yeah, and then we'd have
Well, actually, they believe in hundreds of gods and perhaps even millions of them, but they're pantheistic. There are only about 6 different basic options available to you. Pantheism is one of them.
to go way back. Yeah, it's just when you first hear that. I mean, that was probably put the first seeds of doubt in my head when I was a young boy. When I was like, wait, well, there's more than one. Like I'll never forget that moment because we were all sitting around the dinner table, and I was just a little kid, and I remember thinking, what do you mean? There's another one?
I think that's a very powerful way of getting to children, is to just simply tell them that.
Yes.
Telling them nothing but facts. You're not indoctrinating them.
Right.
You're just telling them. There are lots of different religions, and Hindus believe in hundreds of gods, and Jews believe in one God, and Muslims believe in one God, and they don't believe in Jesus, and just...
All you have to do is tell a 5-year-old that there are many different scientific theories. And who's to say? And the man who believes in a flat earth and the man who believes in a round earth, they're just 2 different geometric shapes. All you have to do is bend the flat earth and you have a round one.
Lay out all the different religions. That would be a very good educational exercise.
Has there ever been a civilization that existed without a belief in a higher power?
I don't think there has, no. Of course, there are plenty of individuals who educate them to not believe in a higher power, but I think...
Which is the god of North Korea? Which is the god of the Soviet Union? Which was the god of Mao's China? Which was